There's a buzz in the air in the sold-out arena here in downtown Minneapolis. Here we are, Game 3 of this Western Conference semifinal. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Steve Curry. Mark Carroll, and welcome to 2K Sports and the NBA. The starting five for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. You look at Minnesota. They've been dynamite here in the playoffs, having lost just one game so far.
Well, being on the road for the first two games, realistically, you're hoping for a split. So I'm sure they're happy with where they stand right now. They've stolen home court advantage, and now they just need to hang on to it.
Yeah, Steve, that's easier talked than walked. Despite getting that split, I still have them as the underdog in this series. And it's a very good team they're up against, and they're not just going to roll over either.
Edwards against Porter. Here's the machine. He hits it from 9.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Doris Burke has some information for us, Doris.
A bit ago, Mike Malone and I were able to chat. Getting home court advantage back is what makes this game absolutely critical in his opinion. He said the guys know what we have to do. We're determined to regain the advantage that we had worked so hard to get in the regular season. It was easy to see just how important this game is to him, and history tells us to all teams, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Lawson the pass to Johnson. Back to Lawson. Edwards. His three-pointers off the mark. He dishes it to Pondexter. There's the feed to Porter. Wide open. That one off the back iron and out.
Easy look, yeah, but, he misses those once in a while.
Lawson kicks to Edwards. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Parks. He kicks it to Roberts. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Pass to Parks. Feeds to Porter. Here's the franchise. Edwards defending. Pondexter no good. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from New Good. On the wing, Johnson. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
For Denver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's the franchise. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with the rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Look at Johnson, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Well, it's great to see guys step up to the added pressure of the postseason and deliver big numbers. Not only for him, but his teammates. Anybody that distributes the ball the way he does helps his team and himself.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send him to the free throw line. Don't give him an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep him out of the lane next time around.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
The pass to Parks. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Gets it to go. Timberwolves trailed by 3. Edwards passes to Big Smooth. And here's Porter. Dishes to Pondexter. A franchise. Edwards defending. Timberwolves have gone just 1-4 to get this game started. Here's Johnson.
How about that, guys? Wow. The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
Look at his teammates. They're just shaking their head. He must have told them to look out for that one. No, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Here's Parks. They grabbed her on this, and there's the rejection. Porter dishes to Pondexter. He passes to Roberts. And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the night right here. All free throws good from Roberts.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Edwards passes to Johnson. Here is Edwards. The machine defended by Roberts. The machine, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. First trip to the line for him here. And free throw good from the machine. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. It's stolen by Johnson. And here we go. And it's Russell. That time on the assist by Johnson.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead nut.
Parks passes to Roberts. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Edwards passes to the machine. Shouts it up top. Outside for Lawson. And it's sent back by Roberts. Here's the franchise. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. The franchise has got 5 now. Timberwolves trail. They come into this one following a really disappointing game on Friday.
Yeah, they really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game, guys. In terms of their offense, nothing seemed to go right.
And once they started spiraling downward, there was no getting out of it, Steve. Their scoring just went dry.
A nice shot by Pondexter. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Well, I felt like his defense was letting him down out there, guys, so we wanted to get a timeout to talk it over and try to tighten things up here.
You know, part of coaching, a lot of coaching actually is making sure that momentum never gets too far away from your team. That's a good timeout.
And yes, sir, that one drops. And here are the Nuggets now. The dish to Porter. He feeds it to Roberts. The franchise. The three-pointers right on target. The franchise has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Three-pointer, Lawson. That's in, coming off the assist from Jackson.
How about the passing here? Moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Here's the franchise. He's got 8. Pondexter, the pass to Parks. There's Porter with a 3. A rebound by Johnson. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And you can count it. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
And Denver has possession, trailing by 2. And Roberts kicks to Pondexter. Passes it to Parks. Denver passing it around. There's Porter with the 3. Denver gets it back. Pondexter, the 3. The shot's good from Parks. The franchise has got 11.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Outside for Lawson. Back to Johnson. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Now that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Conley into the lane. Here's Gobert. And that one is hammered home.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Kicks it to Jordan. That's tipped. Murray, the pass to Denver. Denver gets it back. Back to Jordan. Defended by Gobert. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Pass to Randall. There's one for three. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. The pass to Murray. Outside Conley. Robots. He's covered by Brown. Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. The rim-rattling two-handed jam. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
What great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Here's Gordon after the basket by Minnesota. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Randall.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Well, they've got to meet the energy that they're facing right now. So important to battle on the boards. They have the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Sarge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. The Nuggets trail by 5. Stolen. Fast break. Here they come. Pass to Conley. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Conley's got his first points of the game.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they're just giving them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Pass to Randall. Back to Conley. Robots. And there's the pass to Gobert. And the layup's good off the glass. Gobert's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Here's Murray. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Westbrook, covered by Conley. Pocket 6. And Sarge kicks to Brown. Unloads from 9. No luck. Nice D from Ingles. 2-for-1 chance here.
Yeah, let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Robots. Some solid defense from Brown.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's blocked by Brown. Outside Westbrook. Tipped away. Passes to Ingles. Westbrook with the block. He could go. The shot will not go. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. We welcome you back here to the coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Boy, the offense has been so smooth. Everybody working together, and you can tell they're getting good shots pretty much every time down.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine there. I mean, they keep the ball moving, they keep themselves moving, and as a result, they're piling up the points.
We've got Johnson, and it's McDaniel at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Johnson, the feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Here's Saric, and Johnson with the block. Lays up the pick. Roberts. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. They'll go to the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
The franchise is checked in for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 13. He passes to Murray. On the wing, Gordon. Now Murray. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Johnson with it. Now guarded by Parks. Pass to Reed. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota.
They're close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Roberts, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. The Nuggets have had two chances at the line already, making them both. The first free throw is good. The Machines check in for Minnesota. Both shots good from the stripe. Johnson with it. He's got 13. Makes the lead pass. Here's Reed. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 5.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, but just piling up points in the paint.
And he gets it back. The shot's good from Parks.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Johnson, the pass to the Machine. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the Nuggets making a change here. The pass to Edwards. He dishes it to Lawson. Shot clock at 6. Big smooth the pass to the Machine. Johnson goes back up.
That's foul number 2. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
Still haven't seen them miss a shot from the line in this quarter, so they're doing a nice job of protecting the lead.
Well, they're cashing in from the line. I mean, they're making them pay for fouling them right now.
Denver passing it around. Pondexter kicks to Roberts. Porter from past the arc. That's good. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
Here's Lawson. Dives for it. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Pondexter dishes to Roberts. Makes it off the glass. Roberts got 10.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here's Big Smooth. Passes it to Edwards. Lawson from outside. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Pass to the Machine. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. He's got 8. The Nuggets trail by 11. Knocked loose. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Johnson's got the ball. Lays it up and off. His pretty assist. That's 10 points for the Machine.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Porter passes to Pondexter. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards, that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
They really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And the pass to Parks. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Lawson. Johnson goes in. It's blocked. Outside for Lawson. Second chance shot. Here's Big Smooth. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what was
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
Taken away. Lawson with it. Now defended by Parks. Lawson the pass to the machine. And here's Edwards. Drops in the layup for 2.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
The feed now to Porter. He passes to Parks. And that one's good. The franchise has got 17.
Well, they've finally gotten into a rhythm offensively this quarter, and if they keep shooting like this, they won't be down for long.
Well, Steve, you can see them looking to cut that lead down little by little to turn things around, and that's how you got to do it. How do you eat a big pizza? One slice at a time.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Minnesota leading by 15. Johnson attacking. And the shot is good. 17 points in the game.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Big Smooth the pass to Johnson. And he takes the feed and stride and slams it home.
Now that is rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some style points too, Kevin.
Clark, he deserves a no simple finish there with the high altitude windmill slam.
Yes, making a statement.
Here's Roberts. 10 points for him. It's rebounded by Big Smooth. Big Smooth got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Pondexter. Pass to the machine. Johnson outside. Gets it to go.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Here's Parks. Good. The franchise has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result can't change.
His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys.
It's Porter outside.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Well, they're leading the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Well, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Denver making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Pondexter off a pick from Jordan. Here's Parks. Denver gets it back. Roberts. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Clutch. He's got 10 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
Well, you have to protect the rim, Clark. You know that. And when you do that as well as he has today, it really bodes well for your team. Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot this quarter, and it's not an accident. They've been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's been very intentional. I mean, they've picked up the aggression, and it could get them out of this hole.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 24. Edwards passes to Johnson. He kicks it to Lawson. 6 on the shot clock. Denver grabs the miss. Pondexter's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Parks. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. The franchise has got 23.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Big smooth. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw on the game. Both free throws good from Big Smooth. Here's the franchise. He's got 23. Feeds it to Porter. Shot from free throw range. Rebounded by Big Smooth. Big Smooth's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And stolen by Jordan. One-on-one fast break. Here's Parks. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota now the other way. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game.
He gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
Yeah, but he got a little lucky getting away with it. That could have very easily been called a technical foul.
Pondexter kicks to Porter. Outside Jordan. Left side Jordan. No good from Parks. Minnesota's gone 1-2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Johnson goes in. Lost it outside. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. But they get it back. The machine passes to Johnson. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Johnson's got 26 points.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Here's Parks. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Boy, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Got it off in time. And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Good to have you here to celebrate.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this Game 3. What a game we're seeing from Speedy.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Mr. Perfect out there with the franchise. And it's clutch. Then it's Porter.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave him a wide open look there.
Edwards, that's good. He has 7.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a 3-point battle like this.
Pass to Parks. Denver passing it around. Fires from deep. Rebound Minnesota. The Machine's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Johnson penetrating. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
And Johnson drops them both. Denver's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pondexter kicks to Roberts. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Roberts got 14.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Johnson attacking for 3. The shot no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Now Pondexter. Backed in off the glass.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
And the basket by Johnson.
His work of the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number one, they're ahead.
Rebound, Minnesota. The Machine's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Edwards passes to Lawson. That's good. Lawson's got 7.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Pondexter kicks to Roberts. Now the pass to Parks. Tipped. Now here is Lawson. He's tightly guarded. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Edwards. It's good. And there's a block called on the play. He'll get 1 free throw.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Pondexter. Denver calls timeout.
He can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up in the paint.
They are just way too porous as a defense right now. A lot of holes in that defense. It's a good time to use a timeout here.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Passes to Parks. Dishes to Roberts. He feeds it to Pondexter. He passes to Parks. Kicks it to Porter. 6 to shoot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Nuggets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. First one falls for them. And Porter drops them both. And here's Edwards. 10 points for him. The dish to Johnson. Pass to Edwards. Back to Johnson. There's the pass to Big Smooth.
It looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. The shot's good from the Machine. The Machine's got 16 points.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that against him. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. He dishes it to Pondexter. Rejected by Edwards.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Porter. A 3-ball. And again, Denver no good. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. a 75% clip. And Lawson with the drive. Good! Lawson's got 4 this quarter.
Well, they play terrific basketball at both ends, and that's why this lead is totally out of control.
Really been an almost flawless game for him, Steve. No doubt about it.
There's Porter with the 3, and that one's good.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Outside for Lawson. Back to Johnson. Passes it to Edwards. Lawson outside. And the foul on Big Smooth. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Nuggets making a change here. Denver's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. Let's switch to 15. Pass to Parks. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Concax checked in for Porter. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Murray, good. 5 points in the game.
They're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The pass to Randall. Fires for 3. Can't get it to go. And it's Denver the other way. Here's the franchise. That's good. The franchise has got 28 points for the game.
They're looking significantly better now, but still a long way to go to get all the way back into this.
Well, at least the effort's there now. It had been sorely lacking early.
No good for Murray.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Murray. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. 16 points for Clutch.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Johnson's shot is off. And it's the Nuggets ball. It's been 10 unanswered points. Parks passes to Conklin. And the layup is good.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Johnson goes in. Passes it to McDaniel. Johnson outside. Count that one.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Gordon's check in for Denver. He passes it to Murray. Back to Gordon. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Randall passes to McDaniel. Lawson with it. Now guarded by Porter. Lawson's against Porter. The shot's good from Lawson. Lawson's got 6 points in the quarter. Knocked away. And stolen by Lawson. It's rebounded by Parks. The franchise has got 5 rebounds tonight.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Pass to Reed. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
Minnesota making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Gordon. And he threw the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Timberwolves.
But defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight is been the amount of point they scored off turnover.
Big Smooth, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Big Smooth.
Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill, James.
Yeah, rim shaker and Steve a wrist breaker.
Outrageous. Man. Nice rebound in traffic, and that's his job.
1:57 left in the third. Denver's gotten a three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. The pass to Murray. Here's the franchise. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Sarge. Clock at 6. Murray. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. He's got 7.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. Little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside. They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Sarge. After the made shot from Johnson, shots good by Sarge.
That's his forte, finding that angle and then aggressively attacking the rim.
Here's McDaniel. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Denver's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Murray. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Randall passes to Big Smooth. The shot is off. Nice D from Sarge. The Nuggets really having a tough go here. 29 seconds left in the third. And it's Speedy with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Passes it to Parks. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. Robots, and he uses the glass on the way. He has 6.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Now Murray. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Here's Big Smooth. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And we're ready to get rolling again on a Cinco de Mayo broadcast. Minnesota shooting a superb 63% from the field. Our 4th quarter action underway.
Oh, look at that.
That is a bringing down the house.
An absolute gem of a throwdown there.
A little extra dose of flair on that one. Some style points for sure.
I give him a 10, Kevin, no question. That is a 10.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Parks. Takes a 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Johnson goes in. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys. Wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one. Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the G would have drawn that one up.
Yeah, when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do. Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
And Westbrook, here we go. Brown
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Poked loose. Westbrook lost in defending. Parks passes to Brown. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 23. Now the pass to Big Smooth. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside, into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
Now here's Porter. Baseline try. Connects. The jumper drops.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Tries to keep it alive. For Minnesota, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. And Lawson with the drive. That one goes. Count.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Westbrook passes to Murray. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Minnesota making a switch here. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Sarge. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Timberwolves have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Conley's shot is off.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Westbrook gets a screen from Sarge. Five on the clock. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's good from Sarge. Oh, free throw is good from Sarge. The Timberwolves shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. The feed to Conley. Robots. He passes to Ingles from downtown, and that is good.
Well, they're in great position here, and it's thanks in large part to their three-point shooting.
You called that right. They are lighting it up from behind the arc this half.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Murray. Lets it go from 14. Hits the bucket.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Robots. He's covered by Murray. Robots. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Brown the pass to Murray. Back to Brown. And the pass to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. The shot no good. Timberwolves have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. McDaniel, the pass to Ingles. From deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Murray. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Robots. He's covered by Westbrook. Conley kicks to Gobert. From the baseline. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Nuggets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And it's Brown missing.
What a struggle for him. A goose egg in the box score today.
Jordan against Conley. Passes it to McDaniel. Shoots a three. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Now here's Jordan. Brown sets a screen for Jordan. Murray, no good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Robots. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
It's Brown with the drive. Shot to stop the run. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up. That free throw good for Murray. Concac's checked in for Denver. Both free throws good for Murray. Now here's Conley. Roberts. Back to Conley. There's the pick. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
Jordan. The tip in on the offensive rebound.
And a nice soft touch on the board.
And when you have that gentle a touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Well, easy points, 3 points for a guy with that kind of strength and agility in the paint. You got to go for every second chance opportunity.
So it's the Timberwolves now. After the made shot from Jordan, Roberts. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Denver shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Concac passes to Jordan. Now Murray. Pass to Sarge. Lets it go from deep. Concac. The kick out to Westbrook. He passes to Concac. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Murray. And the shot is long.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
He's done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get it. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Murray. Clock at 6. That drops. Minnesota's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. There's 1:26 left in the fourth. And there's the pass to Ingles. Roberts, 6 to shoot. No good on the 3. Here's Concac, defended by McDaniel. Murray, and blocked. And here's the fast break. Ingles, defended by Sarge. Passes to Ingles. Roberts. Here's Reed, and the basket good.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Here's Murray. Pass to Sarge. He kicks to Jordan. Feeds it to Westbrook. Here's Sarge. Into the rebound.
Way to play the boards and come away with the offensive rebound.
A nice shot by Jordan.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Roberts. He's covered by Murray. McDaniel, the pass to Ingles. No good from McDaniel. Here's Concat. Pass to Sarge. Misses the shot. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Time for us to say so long. Thanks for watching 2K Sports presentation